cast on your stitches on the knitting board is to place your beginning stitches on the loom. Now you're going to start out with a basic loop knot, and you're going to place it on the first stitch that you're going to be using. Now you may be starting right here and working just these stitches. You might want to start at the beginning, or you might be using all of your pegs. But wherever you are starting, that's where your loop knot will go on the board farthest away from you. And then you're going to bring your yarn down, not to the peg directly across from that loop knot, but to the next one. Now I'm going to just weave. I'm going to weave every other peg for the amount of stitches that I want to use, all the way down, and that would be about right here, and I'm going to come straight across. Now I'm going to turn the loom around, and I'm just going to return, and when I do, I'm going to be picking up the pegs that I skipped so that every peg that I'm using now has one loop. You see, I will end on the peg directly across from where I started. Now you want to place your anchor yarn. The anchor yarn is simply a scrap piece of yarn, a little contrasting color. A nice chunky weight works best. Drop it down below the boards so that you can grab it when you need to and pull down on it a little bit. Now what I want to do is put a second loop on all of my pegs. So I'm going to go back to the beginning, and I'm going to return back just like I did the first time and just come down and back. Remember, every other peg. This wrapping across your 2 rows of pegs is what interlocks that double knit. Again, straight across, turn your loom around, and again, continue back, putting that second loop on the ones that you skipped the first time. There, now we have again completed on the peg directly across from where we started. The weaving is done, and we're ready to hook over. Now what we're going to be doing here is simply to secure those beginning stitches on the pegs. To do that, I'm going to just simply lift the lower loop and raise it up and over the top and drop it off. I'm going to do that all the way down the loom, because once I do, and we pull those stitches down snug on your pegs, those stitches are cast on and you're ready to knit your piece. There we go. And now our stitches are cast on. Like I said, you can just kind of pull on that anchor yarn a little bit, and that kind of just tugs down on them, and the stitches are completely cast on.